Hello, hello. I was interviewed today for someone's podcast, and I was asked about what keeps me going. Like, why don't I quit, or why don't other entrepreneurs quit? And it ignited a good conversation, and I just want to kind of elaborate a little bit more here because I've just been kind of hanging out, thinking about it and all that. It was a really good conversation, but quitting, for some of us, quitting is a luxury. The idea of quitting is a luxury. And I think that many of us who overcome or find ourselves on the other side of adversity, of trials and tribulation and hardships, the only way was through. The only way was through. So with that being said, the interviewer, she's a very, very sweet lady. She had mentioned something about hardness or hardening. And I was sitting here reflecting after all of that and just thinking about the process of allowing myself to soften during the process. And, grace is something that I talk a lot about because there's a lot of grace that has been created and given and that I've shared with other people and learned how to share with myself. And it's allowed for softness. It's allowed for me to sink deeper into feeling and experiencing things even when it was uncomfortable. And I think that that is the really beautiful part of the work that I do with Soulpreneur Life, with my company, with the energy healing, with the Akashic Records, with the mentorship and coaching and all of that. It's that personal development, that self-discovery, that understanding, right? A lot of times people want to go to family members and friends and things like that, which if you have those people who are mentally sound and can hold that space for you, emotionally available to hold that space for you, that's beautiful. But for a lot of us, we started businesses because there was a need. Many people nowadays, we don't, no, I don't want to speak for everyone, but don't start businesses because they are so abundant and so fulfilled that they just want to share that, right? And for me, and sharing, from my personal point of view, my perspective, my opinion, I just wanted to help other people feel heard and seen and valued and all of that, because so much of what I have done and experienced in life, I haven't felt seen, I haven't felt heard, I haven't felt a lot of the things that I try to provide for other people. And so I was like, well, let me go learn. Let me go get these degrees. Let me go get these certificates. Let me go do this and that so that I can hold space for people and allow those people to feel that transformation, that feeling, that freedom, right? And then they can go do more of what it is that they want to do. Maybe they want to start a business. Maybe they want to start a family. Maybe they just want to show up authentically as themselves, whether that's quirky, silly, goofy, funny, serious, stoic, whatever it is, but it's true to who they are, not who they were raised to be. Because sometimes people wait for permission to be who their soul wants them to be. That little quiet voice saying, go try this thing, go do this thing. And then fear creeps in, or mental body creeps in and tells us, no, there's going to be a lot of people, and then social anxiety or whatever excuses that we recycle in our brains, right? Because we all have some layer of excuse for something. And it's really about shifting your awareness to that excuse so that you can eliminate it or replace it with something better, something that pushes you to be more of your authentic self. So all of that to say, every person in this world, right? We all experience, I just realized how weird this position looks, but I'm slumped in the couch. It was a shiny moment. But every entrepreneur, every spiritual leader, healer, whoever it is that you're going to, has experienced a layer of uncovering who they are. And it's never a completed process. Even the woman before you today that I am, I'm still growing, I'm still learning, I'm still unlearning certain things and trying to be better each and every single day. So give yourself permission to do the same. Give yourself permission to receive help, support, love, guidance. Give yourself permission to be kind. Give yourself permission to be silly, to trust. and understand that the power is within you. And sometimes we need support. I still have mentors. I still have doctors and people that I go to for help and guidance for things that I'm not proficient in, right? I think sometimes people think of New Age spirituality and the individualism and the need to do everything on your own, the need to turn inward and kill your ego and do all of these things, that these trendy mantras, and listen to this and go journal that and all of that. But your darkness is needed just as much as your light. It's about balancing them. Your ego is important, the protector of your inner child, but it's important to uncover what your ego is feeling, thinking, doing that is pushing you out of alignment, so that you can work in harmony and balance with the lens of your ego in check, so that you don't go, wild or crazy. But that's a whole nother conversation. So I was just thinking about all of these things, and I felt like I wanted to share it. So if you're still here listening, thank you. Sending each and every single one of you a lot of love. And yeah, just thank you for being here. Go be more of you today.